This episode is brought to you by Snapple. Want to know another Snapple fact? The first hot air balloon passengers were a sheep, a duck, and a rooster. Ridiculous. Check out Snapple.com to find ridiculously flavored Snapple near you.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
How was your workout this morning?
It was great. I did some weight training and I went to the sauna, showered there. So I've had a morning so far.
I know. I will say I hate working out, but nothing feels better than getting it done with. Like you're done now.
Yeah, I know, but it's like so funny because like I know this feeling. I love it so much, but I don't know why it's so hard for me to do it in the morning. Even though I
Real,
know I'll be so
yeah.
happy and be done. It's summertime. I shouldn't even like have to worry about it. But like, I don't know, like sleeping in that extra hour and a half just is worth it sometimes to me.
I know the people who wake up like at 5 or 6 a.m. to work out, they're the real superheroes because they truly have discipline.
Yeah, because they're probably having to get up before the kids get up. They have to work
I
out, come
know.
back. It's just a lot.
I know. Yeah. So just wait till you have kids.
I know. I'm probably
You're
gonna
gonna,
have to for
that's,
sure.
yeah, exactly. That's literally what you're going to have to do. So on today's episode, we have, some really good hot topics to discuss. Chantel, did you see who was cast on Traitors for season 3?
No, who?
It just came out today, this morning. So, so from Bravo, Tom Sandoval, Chanel Ion, I probably said that one wrong,
No, I think she.
Dolores,
No way.
and Robin Dixon.
Wow.
I
Okay.
know.
I actually think Robin will be great at it, and so I think will Dolores. They're like the two people that actually like just like wait and watch. Tom Sandoval's gonna be the worst. Like, hopefully he's not a
Oh my
traitor.
gosh. I feel like he's gonna be out right then and there.
They're gonna know, even if he's not the traitor, they're gonna get him out in the first the first episode.
I think wait, I don't know if this is Britney Spears' ex-husband. I think he's in it. And I know that Nikki Garcia's in it, Chantel from Total Divas.
Oh,
You love
nice.
her.
I love the Bella twins.
Yeah, you used to like religiously watch their
Oh
show.
my God, I'm so excited.
I know. I know. So I thought I'd share that since it just came
Who
out.
who
But
else like did that I know?
I don't know if you'll know him. There's Wells Adams from Bachelor in
Oh my God, I
Paradise.
love Wells. Come on. He's married to Sarah
Um
Hyland.
Yeah, okay. Bob the drag queen from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, okay.
Jeremy Collins from Survivor. I feel like you don't know these people.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Um,
don't know the Survivor click.
yeah, Dylan Efron from Down to Earth with Zac Efron. I'm assuming that's his brother,
Oh.
Zac Efron. Bob Harper from The Biggest Loser. Brittany Haynes from Big Brother, and then like Rob Mariano from Survivor. So a lot of shows you don't watch.
Yeah, wow. I feel like that's a good cast. I'm happy. It's like a good mix of like Bravo people, some guys, some girls.
Yeah,
Let's go.
right. Well, so before we get into a little bit more hot topics, we have to address something.
What?
I know Chantel's like, wait, what is it? Because Chantel truly doesn't like follow what's happening. But apparently, this whack job account did a podcast and said all these lies, and she continues to drag me into it. And it is the scariest thing. When I call her a whack job, the reason I call her a whack job, people are allowed to have their truth. I would never take that away from anybody. The whack job part is the fact that this is someone who would bait people, would DM. Like, I have so many accounts who have reached out to us and said, she reached out to me, she brought up her life, lied about her life, just did all these things that all ended up being a lie, would send me these voice notes. Like, everyone's like all matching. So that's why she's a whack job. Like, she's literally something's wrong with her. So she did this with several accounts and lied about her life. But Chantel doesn't know what's happening. But apparently she went on a podcast and she said all these lies about Pauly and Pauly's marriage, and why he won't marry Dolores. Like, she is, fact. Like, she knows it. She says that Louis said it, which is absolutely not true. I've never in my life, I've heard a lot. I've never heard a hint of these things ever. Also, it's funny that this account is doing this because they hated Dolores and they're trying to create a rift between Louis and Pauly, which won't happen. And then, of course, like I said, she can't stop talking about us, me specifically. She says that I have a transcript that we're going to leak to make Vanessa Reiser look bad, Louis' ex. which Vanessa Reiser makes herself look bad. We don't have to do that.
And it's
Uh,
court documented. There's no
yeah,
it's not
so
like
just
it's literally
stop.
the person at the court writing it.
Exactly. So whatever's in there, that's her making herself look bad. But all I know is when I did speak with this crazy account, who again, I feel so vindicated. Chantal always knew. Chantal always knew. Sometimes she would listen to her voice notes and she was like, girl, and she always knew. But it took me like, probably a few weeks to know something's up, but she's nice, right? But I do feel vindicated because deep down, I mean, she seemed crazy. She seemed obsessed. She constantly baited. She threw anyone under the bus. And I know she was obsessed with Vanessa Reiser talking poorly of, people's appearances. So we have several screenshots of her asking people to post terrible things about people's appearance. And she was obsessed with Bulldog being the father of Melissa Gorga's son. She wanted to get a story on that on her own because she thought that it was true. She wanted to be like the one, I talked to Bulldog and Bulldog said it might be true and yada yada. That's like what she's about. Now she's saying, Chantal, that we're going to leak something when we haven't even spoke to her. And I think she says this because she thrives off attention. We haven't spoken to her, or I haven't spoken to her since the end of September. On October 8th, I sent her one text to leave us alone and that we blocked her. So that was like
Like
literally
that's
almost
like
a
you
year
guys,
ago.
yeah, that's literally October, November. That's like 9 months
Yeah.
ago. That's like a
It's so
lot.
crazy.
I
She
know.
has no idea about what I'm gonna do because we don't talk, I called her, I called that she was gonna do something like this because I always just got the vibe from her. So I knew that she was gonna do something like this because she just like loved attention and she would do these weird things on Twitter. So I'm not surprised at all. But what happened was during the case that we'll watch play out of Louis and his crazy ex, this account, Sunny on Twitter, would DM me the craziest things. When I say she would DM me the craziest things, Chantal and I and Laura, like, we're very busy. Like, we work outside of this. Like, we have a life. So we don't catch everything. So sometimes you guys send us stuff. Well, Sunny, she would catch everything. I talked about her. She was like an investigator. Like, she saw everything. I'm like, how do you do it? Um, and she would see everything. Well, this account, Sunny, would give Gabriella, the account that won't stop talking about us, screenshots to send to Louis as it would benefit his case because it showed that Vanessa Reiser was crazy by Vanessa Reiser's actions. Louis
She
was
did
gonna,
that.
yeah, right. Louis was gonna, and clearly Gabriella thought it was all crazy. Now she's trying to act like it's not. So Louis was gonna come on our podcast. Once Gabriella found that out, she absolutely lost it. Her and Melissa Fuster freaked out. It clearly didn't end up happening. But this person had so much hatred, and then Melissa Fuster and her like got together to plan something. Melissa Fuster is still till this day liking things that are in that show a bad light of Teresa and Louis. And then it's funny because Melissa Fuster, when the podcast ended, she did reach out to Teresa and ask like what went wrong. And it's like, what do you mean what went wrong? What are you doing? You even today she liked a post. Someone sent us her liking a negative post about Teresa and Louis. And I'm like, what do you mean what went wrong? But she likes to play like she doesn't know what was happening. But I think
You
most
took
viewers saw
advantage
through
and
it.
you went behind her
Yeah.
back and you did all these things that you
You
shouldn't
sent
have done.
personal conversations with you and Teresa to accounts that are unhinged. Like she did that.
Literally,
Anyways,
Teresa telling you things you went and back and
yeah,
told people.
so crazy. Anyways, this Gabriella, she conned so many people. Any account who spoke to her will tell you they were conned. And then she continues to obsess over us, speak on us. We distanced ourselves from her because we could tell she wasn't a good person. In return, she went around telling accounts, this is what we are told, we got shown that she told accounts that we bullied her, but she has no proof of being bullied. She is the one who bullies people. She lies on people. She will get close with someone. It's crazy. Social media is so wild. She'll get close with someone. She'll find out information about them. Then she'll tell the next person that person's like secrets. There's so much that we found out that I was like, this is scary.
It's
Um,
manipulation because she wants people
yeah,
to know that like people trust her. So she'll
yeah.
try to say like, oh, I know this about this person. So people are like, okay, that person,
But I would
told them.
immediately be like, what a red flag. Like I was talking to some of these
100%.
accounts and I'm like, did you not think that was a red flag that she's coming we talked to that Sunny account. She showed us like everything about Gabriella. And I was like, did you not think it was a red flag that she was coming and telling you these things about people who were her friends, or like she made a support page of Melissa Fuster and she's talking crap about Melissa Fuster to you? Like, did you not think that was weird? But anyways, we forgot she existed. when I blocked her because she was that irrelevant. I had completely forgot about her for months until she kept talking about us. I think there was like one other exchange of like her like talking about us, and it was like, we're not talking about you. You know, we even said, there were even on our Patreon, some people during our Ask Us segments would be like, whatever happened, like I noticed you guys don't follow each other. We didn't even acknowledge it because we just wanted nothing to do with her. Like, again, I knew she was like unhinged. But then again, she continues to bring up our Patreon, which, by the way, we talk about every franchise. We recap old episodes of other franchises. Sometimes we have tea about certain franchises, not just Jersey. We actually get very, very personal about our own lives. And she's so upset that we're killing it on Patreon, while she literally goes on podcasts that have Patreon and do the same thing, but complains about our Patreon. Like, make it make sense. Why are you so worried about us making money? Worry about your finances that you lied about. What are you so worried about
100%.
us?
I mean, for anybody to worry about where anyone makes money or does is just really weird. Like, I would never, for any show that I like, if I saw someone killing it, I'd be so happy for them.
Yeah, it's the weird, or other podcasters. We know so many other successful podcasters who have Patreon. I am Danny Pellegrino's biggest fan. Like, he has a Patreon. I'm obsessed with him. His like, he'll like recap Sex in the City on his Patreon, and I think that's so fun. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like he deserves to be number one. He's literally so funny to me. So I don't understand, but that's like that clearly, like, I hate saying this. I hate when people are like, well, they're just jealous. But like, I'm sorry. This is so, it's getting creepy. It's getting scary that they're continuing to bring it up. Like, go make a Patreon. And you
Yeah,
keep
if you're
going on
mad,
people's
someone.
podcasts that have Patreon. Like, what are you doing? I'm confused.
Yeah.
Shout out to Astepro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. All right, you guys know I've been congested with a stuffy nose for months, that I even struggled podcasting. And with the weather change here in Michigan, my allergies have been all over the place. It's completely thrown me off. The worst part was I didn't sound like myself, but as you can see, I sound a lot better after using Astepro. Astepro is the fastest solution to nasal allergy symptoms. It starts working in 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays takes hours. Astepro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astepro. Go to asteproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astepro and go. Again, ASTEPRO allergy.com. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
If you're someone that is going to get mad that people want to support us, it's our community that we like. We do extra things for people on there. We do live chats. We like say so much personal things. We say tea on there. If you're mad that someone wants to support that, I think that shows a reflection on you than anyone else.
Right.
And it's like,
Yeah.
if you want to destroy that, it's really weird. And then they act like we're literally charging people like $700. Like, it's $5. It's a cup of coffee that you're having with friends, you know? And
Well,
it's
I
like,
mean, but we're not forcing anybody to join it.
I
We don't even
know.
promote it. We're not like, we barely promote it. We're not forcing anybody to join it. We don't like, it is what it is. Like, what is the problem here? But yeah, like you said, it's definitely a reflection of them, their insecurities, they're mad, things of that sort. I don't know, but she calls us biased when we literally say we're Team Teresa. So yes, we are biased. I mean, we're consistent, something you aren't, you know. We don't flip-flop because a housewife doesn't pay us money or buy us gifts. We literally give our opinion and we won't change it, or we never have. We would never expect anything from a housewife. So it's weird. Like, I chose to open up a blog to give my opinion and talk housewives, just like we do with this podcast. Like, we don't do it because we expect gifts or money. And that's what these few accounts, this one specifically, expected. They wanted money and they wanted gifts. But it's like, you opened this account. No one knew who you were, or you decided to like give your opinion and defend the housewife.
Yeah, like, we're not a news channel trying to be neutral in
Yeah.
any situation. Like, we're gonna
No.
say what we want to say in that moment, and maybe next week we're gonna feel something different, and we're gonna say it then.
For
So
example, like on our Patreon, when we said that Melissa Feaster doesn't vibe with Teresa, if Teresa, and then all of a sudden this account was like, you're talking about Teresa. How dare you talk about Teresa? Because we're allowed to give an opinion. We're not getting paid by anyone. We're allowed to give an opinion. And that is is our opinion.
If I like, I go, it's so funny how I get triggered every time. I don't know why. Every time I see a comment that says, Rexian or Chantal, you guys are getting paid, I literally will reply and be like, we're not getting paid for the 1,000th time.
Like, yeah, we get paid by our network. Shout out to Cloud 10. We get paid, on our Patreon. Shout out to the people who want to support us there. So it is what it is. Like, I don't understand. Why are you still obsessing over us? Why are you still talking about us? Chanel, I'm a little bit scared, I mean, she's mad we saw her for who she is. She's tried to discredit us. It didn't work. So it's like, why are you still going on? Speak your truth. Don't drag us. We have nothing to do with you. She says that Teresa and her attorney threw her under the bus because they can't throw me under the bus because I could bury Teresa. I feel like she thinks she's in a movie. Again, we don't only cover Jersey. We don't only talk about Jersey. We can't bury Teresa. We can't bury anyone. I don't know what that even means.
Yeah, like, well, oh, you think that someone is going to sit there and tell someone all their secrets? Like, no one's going to be doing that.
Well, here's the thing. I've been in this industry for quite a while. I've talked to a lot of housewives, and I don't need to go and say what the housewife has said to me. I've asked housewife questions, and they've told us like off the record things from Beverly Hills, from Orange County,
Miami.
from Miami, not really from New York. I'll be honest with that, but the rest, like, yeah. So it's like, get over it. Like, we don't. So does that mean we could bury all these housewives? Like, we would never bury anybody, period. It's never that serious. It's a show. It's a show. And anyways, at the end of the day, we weren't the ones who went on Margaret Joseph's son's Facebook page like this account did, then tag Walmart, contact TMZ, contact all of Margaret Joseph's people to get her fired. This account literally did these things on her own accord. She literally made a fake video of Margaret Joseph allegedly saying some racist stuff. It was never Margaret's voice, but she planted that out there. She kept tweeting about it. She kept putting it out there. This person did all this disgusting stuff on her own, and it was scary. She was always digging 24/7, and that's her. So if she's disgusted, she should be disgusted by herself because that's what she does. And if she's disgusted, she wouldn't continue to be the most toxic human like she is right now. But no one has ever asked us to do anything, say anything. Anything we've ever done is because we chose to do it. We're a blog. We've been around before this account decided to watch the show in 2020. We get blinds. We get things all the time, and some things we share and some things we won't share because we feel uncomfortable about it. This person is the opposite and will share anything that gets attention, even if it means she'll throw someone under the bus, try getting them fired. She has contacted everyone at Bravo. Everything she posts, she tags like Bravo, like production company, everything. Like, she's a vile human, and Bravo wants nothing to do with her. But this is someone. Think about this, you guys. This is someone who lied about her life to hundreds of accounts, baited accounts, who's dangerous yet plays the victim. You think if she lied about her own life, she's not going to lie about other people's lives?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, she acts like she was disgusted, but again, she did everything on her own accord, then constantly brought me up when we forgot about her. We weren't talking about her. We aren't thinking about her like 24/7.
Even the housewives are not that obsessed with like bringing each other down. Like,
oh my
like
gosh,
how she was. So
no.
like, I think like that just goes to show you that like she took that upon herself at every moment to do that. Like, no housewife is, they have their own lives. Most of them
I
do,
know.
So it's like, no one has time to even do stuff like that.
No, it was her, and she wanted to get that attention, and then she wanted, even when she got the screener, we found out that she went back and she sent like literally like 40 accounts came to us and said, she would send us the screener that she received. She would send it to us.
That makes
that she
sense.
says she got from Jennifer Aiden, and she did it, and that's like only 40 people telling us she did it, so people would be like, she knows stuff. She's it's so scary, and it's summer. Chantal and I are busy. We have something every day. We've had to delay our podcast because we're enjoying times with our family and we're busy with our friends, and she every day, like, we try to ignore every day someone, and at this point we don't even want you to, please don't send us stuff anymore. We don't even want to acknowledge this anymore. And I know we've said that, but she keeps dragging us and bringing us up, and
I think people who are
in a Lifetime movie.
I think people who are even giving her a platform is what's disgusting.
So disturbing. And it's funny because she's going on platforms that have
Don't
Patreon,
like
or no, not that they don't like us, but that she didn't like, but that they have Patreon, and they're releasing them on the Patreon, and then she has a problem that we have Patreon, and it's like, why are you so mad? But at the end of the day, this account feels like she was entitled to money for being a fan account when she chose to be a fan account. I will tag the accounts for you to look at. There's Joy, an Instagram account. There's this I'll tag them. RHONJ verse
Facts versus
facts, I
lies.
think, versus lies, yeah. And they have literal proof and receipts of this account baiting people, including the housewives. And I can't believe we're still talking about this, but she won't shut up about us. But they have literal receipts of it all, and it's obsessive. It's cringy. It's at a point where I feel unsafe, like she's gonna do something to us because she constantly talks about us, even when we ignore it. Like we're like, just ignore it, hopefully she finds peace. Like, let's ignore it. She's still doing it. She got a cease and desist from Margaret Joseph and Jennifer Aydin. She still doesn't care. She just obsesses and lies. But like I said, you guys, think about it for a moment. If she lied about her entire life to all these accounts she baited, including when she first reached out to us, she's going to lie about other people's lives. This is someone who asked money from Louis, and when he declined, she spiraled. Back in December, she opened up a fan account on Instagram. She always had multiple accounts, like a hate account for Louis. At first, it started off as a support Melissa Fisa. Then it was a hate account for Louis, me, Joy, the attorney. It's so scary. She told Jennifer Aydin it was a miscommunication when she asked him for money, and then proceeded to ask Jennifer Aydin for a stroller to gift to her family member that was pregnant, a stroller that cost $1,300. And Jennifer Aydin was like, okay, yeah, I'll get you that. She accepted it. She accepted a Christmas tree for $50 and said it changed her life to be able to pay for bills. She said these things. She did all these things. There's text, there's proof, there's everything. If you guys want us to put it out there, maybe there's a portion where we could put it out there. But I think a lesson was learned here, and it sucks, but it's that these housewives shouldn't speak to fan accounts anymore. And it's sad, but look what, one bad seed could do. And what's crazy is in early September, we received a DM where we were warned about these few accounts. And then they said they were planning on doing something since the summer to completely be against us, throw us under the bus. And I was like, what the hell?
But
and
it's
I was
so weird to
right.
to be even trying to go that
plotting on social
plotting.
media.
on even an account like us, who are we? Who are you guys? I'm so confused.
Chantal, they think we're big shit, and we appreciate that. You are making us feel a lot better, because it's the weirdest thing ever. And it's a lot of them yeah, literally a lot of them are faceless, and it's I wonder what their life is outside of this, because it's half of them are doing this for free, and I'm like, well, majority of them are, or all of them are doing it for free. They're obviously upset that they didn't get gifts or money. One of the accounts was like, how come I didn't get gifts? How come Teresa didn't give me gifts when I supported her? And I'm like, literally what you said, I per favor, because it's so scary. But we have to hope for someone like this, let go of the hate, move on with your life, open up the 10 other accounts that you're going to open up. Leave us alone. We want nothing to do with what you're doing. Stop dragging us into your mess. Stop saying that we can bury people. If we stop the blog, the podcast tomorrow, which again, this is a job for us, we wouldn't or couldn't bury a soul. We would never, ever do that. That's just not our character. And it is what it is. If you're disgusted by your own behavior of the things you did, you should be disgusted because you're doing the same exact thing now, but to other people. And it's really just sad. Leave us alone. Move on with your life. And that's it. We don't want anything to do with you.
They will one day, and they'll go to a different show in a different toxic world.
Oh, they're gonna con a bunch of other people. I don't think they're gonna stop this though, because this is a movie Obsessed, where people are just really, really obsessed and stuff. So I don't know. I just had to address it, because it's you know what? We've ignored. These are people who are 24/7 saying things, especially this account. And it's move on with your life. You have a family member who is bringing life in this world. Be happy and celebrate that, don't ever get to this point where it's nonstop and it's just hate, 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 hate. And it's you're doing this for free. My God, at least make go open up your own podcast and create a Patreon. Leave us out of it.
Yeah, you can go on Acast and you can get paid. So go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. There you go. So, yeah, I had to just respond to it because people were I'm so tired of you guys ignoring this. I'm so tired of you ignoring it. This is not okay. Like, we know it's all BS. Like, why does she keep bringing your name? Like, da da da. And I'm just like, you know
I
what?
think that the biggest thing that anybody can do, like for us, then is like just don't listen to yourself, because
Yeah,
the
don't
more,
even.
yeah, the more that she keeps getting like feedback
She
or
thrives off
listens,
attention. She used to
yeah,
send me all the time,
attention.
look at, oh my gosh, look at my post. Hey, Roxanne, look at my post. Look at my post. Look how much it gained. Look how much, like, she thrives off of that, you know? Even the account that she is like, who's like backing her, she was like, that account used to copy me and yada yada yada. Like, she just, it's all drama, 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 drama. And it's too much. And yeah, that's what you can do. We don't even want to know about it anymore. So it is what it is. Like, we are moving on with our lives. Like, we have great lives outside of this job that we have. So, you know, we can hope that they get that. Maybe they'll change their ways a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I don't even.
I
Yeah,
would
I
say
don't
like,
even.
what do you want? Like, what do you want? Do you want to
What's
have a
your end goal?
conversation? Yeah, do you want to have a
Right.
conversation? Like, is there a
So
conversation
scary.
that can be had?
Oh my God, it's so scary. Did you watch The Valley yesterday?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, yeah, it's okay. Well, I guess then we can't really touch on it, but
Did you like
I
it?
just, yeah, I mean, I love the Valley. I'm obsessed with the Valley, so I absolutely liked it. But she just, I feel bad for Brittany. I really do. So, but yeah, I love it. What are you doing? Brushing your teeth?
No, no, no. I was wiping like
Oh,
I got water on my desk.
oh. Okay, so in some really good news, did you see Dina Cantin, ex Tommy Manzo was convicted of hiring a mobster to beat up her boyfriend?
Yeah,
Or I'm
I
sorry, her husband,
did.
Tommy Manzo, or not Tommy Manzo, I'm sorry, Dave Cantin.
Yeah, he was found guilty.
Yeah, so uh he was convicted of arranging an assault on the star's then boyfriend at the time in exchange for a free wedding reception. He now faces up to 46 years in prison and a $500,000 fine for 3 separate counts. And his sentence is scheduled for October 15th.
Oh, I was curious when that was going to be.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Well, I mean, like you don't do stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously,
It's crazy that like all of this like happened what like 7 years ago. Like it's so crazy
yeah,
how
how long it
long
takes.
things like that take. Like that's a whole new life.
So FBI Newark, remember Newark, Chantal? That was so
Newark, yeah.
Newark. That was we went there and we were like, no, no, we didn't realize. And Chantal literally compared that. She's like, yeah, it's like the richest area in Michigan, which is like Birmingham. And she compared that to Birmingham, and she's like, we're good, like we'll go there. And we went there and we're
You
like,
are such a liar. I
Chantal,
knew
I promise you did. You were like, yeah,
you
I
are
looked it up. You were like, it's
crazy.
like Birmingham. You were like,
No,
it's Birmingham.
Hoboken's like
Chantal,
Birmingham.
no, no, no. You were like,
No,
"I
you
booked a
are no,
hotel and
no,
it's like
no, no.
Birmingham." I
I
promise.
will
I knew
I will
Hoboken was
not
like a Birmingham.
I
And
will
I
not
was like,
take
okay.
I said it's like staying by our airport in Detroit.
No, no, you literally said it was like, "It's a
You
good
are
area." I was
crazy.
like,
I'm a
"Birmingham."
well-traveled person. I will not take that. You are
Yeah,
nuts.
no, no, I
Hmm.
swear she did. But anyways, so this Newark,
Everything that counts there is correct
no,
about you.
we need to we need to go back and we need to go look at, because we talked about the episode of like you booking that hotel, and I think we touched on that and like what you compared it
Okay.
to. So I'm gonna go back and listen.
Yeah, please.
Um, but so the Newark special agent said that the facts and circumstances in this case read like something from a bad TV crime drama, but the evidence and testimony presented in court prove it was reality. We truly hope the victims in this investigation are able to move on with their lives and forget about Manzo and his criminal mafia bedfellows. So what's crazy is that Caroline Manzo, she's married to this man's older brother, Albert
Brother.
Manzo. Yeah. And after the assault, Caroline expressed support for her brother in law, which then led Dina to speak out against Caroline. And she even wrote a letter in support for Dina's ex husband.
Yep.
And Dolores actually did too,
I was
which,
just
like,
gonna say, but I was so scared you were gonna yell at me.
yeah,
Like someone else
I
did
love
too.
Dolores. I like Dolores, but I don't know why she'd ever do that. I mean,
Especially if they really low key knew that this was true. Like, why are you gonna go and try to support someone's character like that?
I know, it's so crazy. It really is.
You really believe that he didn't do it? I don't. I call bullshit.
I know. Also, Andy Cohen has spoke about like the New Jersey. If there's no reunion, is there going to be a New Jersey reboot? Did you hear what he said, Chantel?
No, I didn't.
He said, yeah, there was a lot of play with that one. And I think the answer was, I was talking to a cast member about this today. We're going to cross next season as that comes. Right now, we're just kind of focusing on, okay, well, if we're not doing a conventional reunion, what are we going to do? And what is something different that we could do? And also, look, I think that I think Atlanta was a really good example of, we came out of that last season and we knew, okay, we want to do extensive casting. We want to just give this some time. And I will say we gave it time. And a lot of people were saying, well, where's Atlanta? What's happening? And there hasn't been any announcements, whatever. But I'm so happy with what's going down in Atlanta right now. Some things take time, and we want to take a minute to figure things out. You know, there's no point in rushing into something just to rush into something, which is kind of rich, him saying that, just because that's exactly what they did for this season. They rushed into it just to rush into it.
And they like kept claiming like because of the reunion, they there was more to come off of. And it's like, no, there wasn't. It was all bullshit.
Yeah. No, I know. Is there any other hot topics that are like big right now?
No, I mean, did you watch?
There was something that I have. What was it? Did I watch what?
Wait, Summer House reunion, or is that coming out this Thursday?
It's coming out Thursday. Yeah.
I'm so excited. Let's for sure recap that.
I know. I'm super excited for that.
Because Summer House reunion, they get crazy with each other.
Well, Paige on the after show was like kind of talking mad shit about Lindsay, and she's like, I knew when we saw Lindsay at the end of that, that end of the season finale, she's like, there were no actual real tears coming out, and I knew it was BS when there's no real tears. That's like typical Lindsay. Like, she went ham on her.
Oh wow.
So yeah, I think she's probably gonna go ham on the reunion if she's. That's the thing about after shows, are people do feel brave and stuff to like say stuff, but I don't know. So let's see if she still has that energy at the reunion.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wanted to mention this. So Jax Taylor, after the season finale came out, he accused Brittany of sleeping around.
Oh my Lanta.
I know. He said, you may want to ask Brittany who she's been sleeping with for the past 4 months. Go on allaboutterrh.com. Laura wrote a good story about it. But like, are you good? What is wrong with these men? Like, these are the mother of your children.
100%. And if it is the last 4 months, like, you guys are not together.
I know. Exactly. You guys have been separated. So what does it even matter? That's so true. I know. Yeah.
Maybe because like people are going crazy about him and like, hit the girl that he's been hanging out with, but
because it's so classless. Like the way he came out with this girl who's obviously thirsty, it's so classless.
I agree.
But yeah, it's been pretty slow, you guys. Oh, so I don't know. So people are, Chanel, we are getting DMs like, are we going to cover Dubai? But are people really watching that? Like, if we do have an audience that's watching it, yes, we will cover it. But let us know. Maybe we'll do a poll.
Yeah, we really should do a poll.
Yeah, and we'll go from there.
Yes. Let us know.
Thanks for listening to us, and we hope you guys have a fantastic week. Join us on our Patreon if you want to support us. You don't have to, but if you want to support us, join us on our Patreon, where we do 2 additional episodes. So thank you guys so much, and we hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye guys.
Seeking the truth never gets old. Introducing June's Journey, the free-to-play mobile game that will immerse you in a thrilling murder mystery. Join June Parker as she uncovers hidden objects and clues to solve her sister's death in a beautifully illustrated world set in the Roaring '20s. With new chapters added every week, the excitement never ends. Download June's Journey now on your Android or iOS device, or play on PC through Facebook Games.